Don't you got a girlfriend? Why don't y'all go make a baby?
What that got to do with my baby? Cause I got a girlfriend. What that got to do with my baby?
I don't want her around my kid.
But if you got a boyfriend, it's cool. So you
Why
can bring
are you
a boy.
worried about me? What the fuck?
So you can bring a boy, but I can't bring no girl around.
No.
So I'm paying $1,500 in child support, and I can't see my baby.
No.
Now, watching that clip, you should realize that there are two kinds of women. There are baby mamas, and then there's mother of your children. What you just saw there is baby mama mentality. Some of the habits are not limited, but are things like telling you if you don't have a certain amount of money, you can't have access to your child. Weaponizing your child. Bringing multiple men around that child or children that belong to you. Using the child in family court to financially, mentally, and emotionally destroy you and keep you away from the child as much as possible. Moving the child. And just to add insult to injury, the last but not least big factor is when the woman speaks poorly of the father in his absence around the child. Your daddy ain't ish. Your father doesn't do this. You look black and crusty just like your dad. And when you do that, it's 50% of that child's DNA. So you kind of telling them that they have a piece of ish, which I think is one of the worst things a parent can do in the absence of another, man or woman. Conversely, the mother of your child is usually your wife, usually somebody that you are in a long-term relationship with, that even if it didn't work out, you had some kind of solid foundation. You spent the first few years, maybe even a decade together with the child as man, woman, and child. The mother of the child does not try to keep the child away from you. The mother of the child does not use money or resources as a tool to keep you away from your child or to make you look less than in front of your child. She always validates your connection with your child. And that's something all women should do. Unfortunately, that's not what happens in many cases, especially in the Black community. What do you think men can do to have better outcomes and prevent putting themselves in these kind of circumstances with women? I have my answer, but I want to know from women and men, what do you think is the solution to men being in these kind of circumstances? Outside of just wear a condom. I want real ideas here because it's a detriment mainly to the child.